Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. Happy Woo Woo Wednesday. I hope you are all having a fabulous week so far, and I've missed you guys. It's been, well, since Friday 2 weeks ago. Was that the last time? Yeah, not this last Friday, but the one before. I think so, about a week and a half ago was the last time I saw you guys. Yeah, Wednesday I had a migraine and well, pretty much since Sunday night of that week, Migraine City, and then basically all the way through big part of the weekend, even though I was in Libby visiting my mom, that migraine was still holding on, and I made the most of it though. But now we're back, and I'm feeling much better, so that's always good news. How is everybody? Katie's here. Versha's here. Hello. Oh, going home from Taekwondo. I was in Taekwondo in 7th and 8th grade, and I really loved it at first, and then I just started not wanting to be there for whatever reason. But yeah, I can remember how much I used to love it back in the day. So fun. I think it was more because it was happening on nights that there were other things going on, and I wanted to be a part of that rather than the Taekwondo at the time. Not that the Taekwondo itself wasn't very fun. I did enjoy that. Oh, it's been so long, Dragon Rose Creations. Yes, I hope you're doing well. How's it going? Katie's here. Versha's here. Dragon Rose Creations is here. Yeah, so tonight we are going to be doing a free collective reading. We already do have one donation that's come in from Katie for a full read, and then Versha says she wanted to donate as well. Yeah, oh, a lot happening with Versha. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, we will be here, Versha. Most likely we will still be here. Although I do need to wrap up probably within about an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours tops as far as like the length of this live stream, just because this is Wrigley's bedroom now, no longer my office. It's been a while since you've been here. I'm in the same room, but this is my kind of original take on this room. More recently, I had been live streaming from that corner over there by my window, and the walls were yellow, like a really pale butter yellow, and not this kind of. It looks very weird. It almost looks gray. Like, what color is this on camera? But it's a very pretty pale, kind of purpley lavender color, lilac. I don't know whatever color you want to call it. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I'm gonna be doing the collective reading, Versha, and then we'll get into Katie's reading, and then whoever else donates, if you're not back, we can jump them ahead of you in the line, or whatever we need to do. But yeah, same room, different setup, different concept, and his bed is not currently made, but look what Wrigley got. If you know, you know, he loves his duck stuff. We're still kind of at the same place we were last I saw you in this room, though, because we have, let's see, lots to do. We have school clothes shopping to do. Like, before all that, though, we have to go through all of the clothing that they own and make sure, get rid of the old and ratty stuff, the stuff that's outgrown. Just take inventory, as one does before school starts again, and getting everything back in the closets. And we're getting them each new dresser still, and a bookshelf. So we have yet to buy a few items to get the room's organization in place. But yeah, we've pretty much haven't even been here. I mean, we've been here, but it just feels like we've been out of town since we last were in here. So it's like, it's not that big of a deal. But at the same time, I'm like itching to get everything put back in place, or, in place for the first time, as far as Wrigley having his own room finally. Michelle De Leon's here. Hello. Hello, hello. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be working on for the next few weeks. We have school is going to be starting up very soon. It's the 27th, I think, this year, which is about Wednesday or Thursday. I can't even remember. Let me go to my calendar. We usually start that last week of August, right before Memorial Day weekend. And I always think, why don't you just wait like 3 business days and start after Labor Day weekend? I don't know. That's just how they do it around here. So it's like you go back to school for 2 to 3 days, get a 3-day weekend and then start again with a full week. It's like, why don't we just jump to the full week? And well, I guess it's not a full week, it's a 4-day week because of Memorial Day. Yeah. But yeah, they go back the 27th. Boston, though, here in town, they will have like the kindergartners, the 6th graders, and the 9th graders, who are all the incoming youngest of each grade or each school, will get the day to be at that school without all the upperclassmen of the school and all that fun stuff. So Boston will probably start a day earlier now that he's entering high school. I can't believe it. Still can't believe it. And he signed up for driver's ed this October. Like, I feel so old right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the time is just flying by. But yeah, we're about the 5-minute mark. Usually our notification squad is in here by now. For whatever reason, I think we're going to start with this deck. Oh gosh. The answer is simple. I'm like, what is this called? What is this called? The answer is simple deck. So we're going to start here and just see what we need to know. Let's just see, kind of energetically speaking, astrologically speaking, just timelines are shifting, doing all the things. Like, what do we need to know right now? Kind of taking us into the next few weeks or so, just so we have a heads up. Mercury is still retrograde, so there's always that fun. But I've noticed it's been a pretty, at least for me, thankfully, a pretty chill, low-key, as far as like massive things going wrong or travel, getting derailed or anything like that. Even in the news, not that I watch the news, but usually stuff crosses my path. But I have barely been on YouTube at all since probably, well, before my migraine kicked off last Monday, which was a week and a half ago at this point, pretty much, or darn near. I just haven't, it's like I took that time away and I just really didn't return. I've watched a video here or there, but I haven't even heard anything in the news of anything big or crazy going on. But just this Mercury retrograde, it just has been kind of low key. I don't know if it's just me. It sounds like Versha's had a lot going on, but lots going on with her. I think that migraine kind of took me out, and I'm still, it's weird because I'm still like trying to recalibrate back to, like, I wake up in the morning like automatically like, oh, do I have this migraine still? Because it lasted so long, like days. Not the longest migraine of my life, but Monday night, was it Sunday night or Monday night? Now I'm getting confused. Time is just this weird, really amorphous thing at this point. But yes, it was either Sunday night or Monday night. Then I got the migraine, and this wasn't this Sunday. This was, we're talking a week plus ago at this point. So back in July. But yeah, I took that time to just, I couldn't think, I couldn't watch anything, I couldn't listen to anything. I just needed blankness, is what it felt like. And I needed that for, I mean, I couldn't quite do that the whole time because I did still have to, make kids breakfast, make kids lunch, take kids to golf, do this, do that, so I was still like operating, but like almost like I'm like outside my body with it. It was so weird. And I'm still like trying to recalibrate myself, grounding myself. But anyway, that all being said, we are sharing our gifts. Share your gifts. We have the number 62, which adds up to an 8. And here they are sharing food, breaking bread together, as they say. This is very, getting together with a friend or a family member or someone you care about to talk and express yourself, or, be that shoulder to cry on, or whatever that looks like specifically. But for some of you watching, this is actually you sharing your talent, sharing your maybe advice for some of you, whatever this exactly looks like for you. You're sharing something that is going to benefit a person in your life, someone at work, maybe even the greater of reality or humanity in some capacity. All right, let's get some tarot in the mix. What do we need to know coming up these next few weeks? Well, look at this charity kind of card. Like, I mean, pretty much what we've got going on here. But it's a give and a take kind of card. And I probably shouldn't be using these cards in this specific lighting setup because they do not show up very well. So apologies for that. But when we are doing everybody else's readings, we'll switch it up. We'll probably do the Wake Me Up Tarot. Oh, I have the Cozy Witch Tarot right here as well. So maybe we'll do that. And then this is actually probably, since I've had this realization, and then it was further confirmed by someone else, that this is like the card outside the matrix, because it's the number 0. Does it come before is it's the fool's journey that comes before the magician, or does this come after the world card? Where does it doesn't fit in the number system or any of the other major arcana. But if you want to really put it down to brass tacks, it just exists outside the matrix. This is just 0 point pure source energy, whatever you want to call it. But it coming in with this sense of balance with the Six of Pentacles, there may be some really big downloads or realizations that are coming in. And then you can share those with people you love or people you care about, or, your online platform if you have one. There's this lightening of heart that I feel coming in, and I just made my heart kind of tickle in a way, how your heart kind of leaps a little bit. And I haven't felt that kind of joy in a minute. Like, I've had joyful moments here and there, but this feels like, okay, something big is building that's very joyful, that's going to be very enjoyable for those of you watching. So, and it's something the matrix can't touch or take away or diminish or harm in any way. It may involve your family. It may involve, we have a dog here. It might involve pets, might involve an idea that is now in this bubble of protection that you're going to be able to follow through on. Maybe not all at once, but there's an idea that you have that is going to take root, especially if you are watering it as needed and putting that fertilizer on it as needed, instead of digging it up every day or two and checking to see if the roots have started forming yet or anything like that, because you might actually kill the seed if you're too much involved in trying to make things happen or how it's going to happen. But instead, you're setting down, you're planting the seed, you're doing all the things that you need to do, but you're also allowing spirit or the universe, or however you want to put that, to do its and work its magic as well. All right, let's get some tea leaves in the mix. Linda's here. Hello, Linda. Hello. All right. We had the Hills card that was face up as this whole stack here flipped. So let's grab that. Ooh, obstacles to overcome. So this to me feels like energy we've already kind of been in, low key. Some more than others for sure, because I'm seeing some of you that are watching have had some pretty big obstacles that you're just like, how do I even come out of this? And others of you that are like, yeah, things have been all right. I mean, not great, but like not bad either. So it's kind of somewhere in the middle for some of you. Oh, and this one fell into my lap. Take care. Enemies are working against you. And this again just feels more like, just like the venomous, snaky, snarky kind of matrix energy, matrix tricksters, so to speak, entity interference. There's a lot of frequencies that I think are contributing to a lot of people's ailments, especially like my migraine stuff. I could sense there's a lot of like frequency interference that's coming through. To really, what it feels like is it's just there to disrupt what's natural. So the natural rhythm, and we all have basically this portal or electromagnetic field that starts or is kind of originating in our heart space. And when they blast these, unnatural frequencies, I think it's 60 hertz, which is the number and the letter G. Those frequencies are against nature and in fact can start to harm big time. We are seeing a lot of harm that it has done, and we're calling it this, we're calling it that, we're calling it this, we're calling it that. We don't maybe have words. I mean, people are starting to wake up to the fact that, okay, these vibrations, when you play music or something, you can see the vibration doing something to sand if you have it on a metal plate or something like that. You can see that there's something happening. But if you were to put maybe something alive on this frequency and just blast at it, you would probably start to see some degradation to things that are, lively and natural. You'll start to see them degrade or look sickly in some way. This is happening with a lot of different people right now. I can just see this sense of, I just had a massive chaos of cards. This sense of just, everybody just looks like they're barely getting through right now. Not everybody, but a lot of people. Just like in town when you go out, a lot of people don't look like fully healthy or vibrant or vital. They don't look like bad per se, but they don't look, it's like the life or the light has kind of left their skin. Like the pallor is there. Like there's more of a pallor to the skin, and the eyes just aren't as bright. And this is even in people that have a spirit. It's like we've been beaten down energetically with frequencies, with just how hard life can be, But I see a shift with this coming. Unsettled times. Oh, it fell right in my lap. Need to plan ahead. And with this energy here, it's no wonder. Obstacles to overcome. Yes, we've been working on that as a collective, it feels like. The enemy's working against you again, these frequencies, the matrix itself, and then unsettled times need to plan ahead. So there may be just a need to plan to overcome certain things that are going on, but I do see a lightening of this frequency. And it's not okay. It's not that the frequency itself is lightening. It's just our bodies are, I guess, evolving, for lack of a better word, past it being able to degrade us in the capacity that it once was. I see this like beam of light coming through, either literally or metaphorically speaking, however you want to see this. But I see it kind of, as we just say it literal, but it's more metaphorical is how I'm trying to convey it. And we do have a plane coming in if you hear that noise out there. The window's open. It's kind of cold outside today, actually. But what I see is this beam of like source light that's coming in to help elevate us out of kind of the slog of what I see. It is almost like this force field that has been put around us to kind of keep us almost like dragging our feet or just feeling suppressed in some way, or always tired, always just, busy, or just kind of right here. But I see this energy that's coming in to help release this kind of almost binding energy, or I don't know, for lack of a better word, it's like a frequency fence, or how I do talk about kind of this energy or this force field in my book a bit. Well, one of the books, the first book in my series, I do talk about it, and then I expand upon it in further books. But it's like that matrix is losing its hold, is basically what we are showing. So what's coming through? All right, anything else we need to know now that we've not so eloquently? I'm still very since this last migraine bout, really, it's been hard for me. I'm doing a lot of ums and uhs and all of that. I notice, even just talking to my family. And also the words that I'm looking for, they're like just slightly out of grasp. See? But I do apologize. So if you guys are like, what's something slightly off about her? It's because I'm like trying to reintegrate myself back after this whole migraine debacle that was not good, not fun. But look at this. I love it. We are protected from negative forces beyond our control. Absolutely. This is pretty much what I've been getting at. And there's that like frequency net, or kind of I don't know, force field that's kind of been keeping us suppressed or keeping us down, that's being lifted. It's almost like the veil's being lifted. And also there's a spider in that cobweb. Spiders are about lying in wait and waiting for that prey to come in, and then swooping in when the time is right. I see that in a beneficial way to us, meaning we're going to know when the time is right to seize certain opportunities, but also the whole cobweb analogy of just clearing away the dust and the cobwebs, cleansing, cleaning. So there may even be some physical cleaning or cleansing you're doing to your home, your car, your body, your physical space, that is allowing you to let go of past energy, past just detritus and stuff that's just kind of built up in your energy field or in your physical home or vehicle, or your mental space. You're clearing this up. All right, I'm going to put all these back, but I want to go to the shadow work cards, and then we're going to get into Katie's reading. Okay. Anything else we need to know over these next few weeks? And these three want to come out. Okay. Yes. Shedding illusion. Literally, the veil is lifting. First step toward awareness is the second. First step is awareness. The second is acceptance, reality, honesty, and self-love. This is about getting honest with yourself, true to yourself, potentially overcoming some addiction. And this does not have to be drugs and alcohol or food or anything you're consuming through the mouth. This could be, online addiction, PRON addiction. This could be, just needing others' validation all the time and all of that. There are many forms of addiction. I almost said conviction. But interestingly enough, this is about trying to suppress trauma, or kind of quench the thirst of trauma that's within us, that this trauma is being lifted. And that's why these addictions are easing. That a lot of people, have either that addiction to codependency or food, drink, substances, whatever it is that addictions, because as humans, we do have addictive kind of tendencies to, especially to maybe potentially just being addicted to feeling comfortable or having to always be entertained and never allow yourself downtime to be bored or taking care of yourself, these kind of things. So healing, liberation, and support. So yeah, compulsive need despite negative consequences, get support and therapy. And this can even just be support from your own higher self or the universe itself coming in hot. And we have your sacred boundaries. Love that. Respecting and honoring your limits sets you free. Assertiveness and self-care. There is a self-care. My self-care has completely plummeted, dropped off the face of the planet. I'm barely even getting a nap most days because I'm just so busy running my kids 3 different directions, it seems like, that I'm like, for the first time in a very long time, actually looking forward to the school year starting. Like last summer, I think by the time school did start, I was ready, but we're about 3 weeks, 21, 22 days away or so from school starting, and I'm so ready. I'm so ready for school to start, not because my kids for any reason. It's just the busyness of everything. And I can slow down a bit once we're in this routine of, okay, kids go to school these days of the week. We are doing these activities. This is going on, but also at the same time, I'm not having to chauffeur people around all day, every day. Because it does kind of wear you down after a while. And not saying I'm complaining, because I love my kids and I love that they want to do all the things. But at the same time, it can be a lot, Just honestly, it can be a lot. Alrighty. So, woo. Well, as I'm trying to put them away, we have the King of, make sure nothing else fell. No. King of Wands. This is just about feeling inspired, and not even just that feeling of inspiration. That's always great when that happens. But if you know there's something you need to do, sometimes just getting started can be all the difference, because as you gain momentum in movement of, say it's you wanting to get things done, like I'm needing to do around my house, right? It's about just getting started. Even if you're just starting one little project, one little, clearing one sink full of dishes, or, folding one thing of laundry, the 2 banes of my existence, laundries and dishes. But this is about, just getting started will help you start that ball rolling and get things going for yourself. So there it is. Awesome. Yeah, a lot of light is coming in right now. I love it. Just wanted to tell you I wasn't pregnant, and so I did my IUD and biopsy today. Aw, best wishes to you, Kirsten, and she has also donated. So I'm going to go check my email just to make sure we are up to date on the donation list. So Katie will be first, and then Versha, or no, Kirsten. I don't see one come through from Versha yet, but she is planning on it. So whenever she gets back, I think she was kind of in transit or kind of busy right this moment, but she'll be here soon. So Katie, and then Kirsten. So that's our current list. Boom. Oh no, you are totally fine, Versha. Absolutely. No, you're good. Okay. So let's go to Katie's question. Oh, she's here. Yay, 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 yay. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and once again, thirsty, thirsty, thirsty all night, every night. Alrighty. So hello there. Hope you're feeling better today. Thank you so much. I am actually. I'm feeling night and day better for sure. I've been seeing the number 33 everywhere. See a lot of synchronicities like 1111, 222, 4444, 555, etc. on a relatively normal basis. Some days more than others, but the number 33 in particular has been showing up relentlessly for a few days now. What is the universe trying to tell me with 33? My only guess is that it has something to do with what I'm manifesting. A short while back, I started learning about manifestation through Neville Goddard's teachings and learned to change my mindset from wanting something to living as if I already have what I want, living in the end. Thanks. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm kind kind of partway through. I ordered the big like version of I think all 14. I think that's the correct number. 14 of Neville Goddard's books in like one big volume. I mean, the book itself is still smaller than one Outlander book in the Outlander series, but still, there's so much. It's such a densely compact. I've been taking notes on it, but I haven't done it since probably May, I think was when I last read through the book. I think I'm like 3 or 4 books into it, but awesome. That's so cool. Let's just see. Yes, I'm totally feeling absolutely that this is like signposts. I just saw like a signposts that are letting you know you're on the right track. It's helping you look forward to this manifestation. And again, looking forward, living from the end, that's exactly what this is entailing here. And this person is walking this very treacherous path here, but at the same time, she looks very confident. She knows, okay, I literally just go one step ahead, one step ahead, one step ahead. And like, I already know where my destination is. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm here for. These feel like road signs, mostly to keep you pointed with where you're going is what it feels like. It's like little synchronicities coming through to let you know, hey, yes, we're still on for this. This is happening. You know, time being this weird thing that it is. We have 2 that are coming through to fall to the ground. We have love your body and turn on the light. And look at all those waves out there that they're standing on this rocky shore. This reminds me almost of Scotland, like that area. Very interesting. And so we have the number 5, and then we have the number 22. Funny enough, you were seeing 22s, but more to the point 33s. But the number 22 may also be an indication that like anything you're trying to manifest physically, like with your physical appearance, your physical body, with your health, all of these things. Oh, your seed has sprouted into a tree in that card. Yes, I love that. And look, it doesn't matter where it's growing. It's going to dang well grow where it's kind of like that bloom where you're planted. You don't need the perfect circumstance. You don't need everything to be just so. You don't need this one's permission, that one's permission, the universe's permission. It's like, no, I'm just going to start where I'm at. Like, I'm just going to grow right here and make that thing happen. I'm going to manifest it right where I'm at, energetically, physically, literally, emotionally, spiritually, mentally speaking. I'm just going to do it. Like, let's make this thing happen. That's really what's coming through there. So we have the number 41, which adds up to a 5. And then we have the number 5, turn on the light. And this is like that realization that, oh my God, I am God. So it's like, why can't I have what I want? And again, it's not coming from this place of, oh, gimme, gimme, gimme. Like I'm entitled, I deserve it. It's more of this just deep divine knowing that like anything that exists, the fact that I'm aware something exists lets me know that I can have it because I am a fractal of source. I am God. And it's a very beautiful thing to remember. And the more you can remember it, the more you will love who you are and also the body, the vessel that you're in, because you know it is not who you are, the end all be all. It may be kind of a representative for you in this life, but there are some changes you are manifesting regarding your physical appearance, physical body, physical health, very 3D things. Anything you're manifesting in the physical that you can wear or taste or touch or smell with your physical senses, that is what's being lit up, turning on the light, looking forward. Something is turning on here to bring about this manifestation. That's the word I was looking for. Oh yeah, I was going to switch to the Wake Me Up Tarot just because those ones are difficult to see in this lighting situation. All right. So let's just see anything else Katie needs to know about these synchronicities. And if this has anything to do with her manifestation, which we're pretty sure it does. Look at this. And there's not just one thing. There may at times be confusion, or you may kind of lapse into just thinking, oh, I hope this happens, instead of, no, I'm living from the end. Like it's already done. Like everything that is out there to experience, to be done, is already done. It already exists. I just need to be in that awareness of, oh, it's mine. It's fine. I'm already there. And just the remembering or the reminding yourself of this, even sometimes multiple times a day, is going to be beneficial to yourself. Let's see anything else that needs to come. And a lot of times when the 2 of Swords comes out, I like to get a clarifier anyway, because it can be a confusing card. And then we have the Three of Swords. So this is about cleansing or clearing karma. And it doesn't mean the fact that you have to live out and play out all these past things, because that version of you doesn't exist anymore. It's just in this matrix, we go by like a past, present, future system. So it's almost like what I'm seeing, what I'm getting downloaded for you, Katie, is basically those big traumatic events. You can, especially the really big ones that still you feel affect you from day to day. You can go back to those times and play a scenario where you felt more empowered, or you can even have that, if it's a childhood memory or something, you can have your today version, your, future self from that time come back, hold that child self's hand and be like, okay, we're kicking butt and taking names. This is actually how this is going down, not the way that it did go down. It's about basically retroactively changing the past to save, help the future in some way. Specifically, those things that made you feel broken or like you were unworthy or that you lost your value somewhere along the way. These things are shifting, they are morphing to where it's almost like they didn't. And I know this sounds crazy and I know it sounds out there, but those versions of you no longer exist. That's what's coming through. Literally putting an end to those past versions no longer exist. And there may have been some pretty crazy, things or situations, scenarios that were going to play out. But now that you're aware of, oh, I can live from the end and have a better reality for myself, that there's this hair right here. Oh my gosh. That you're just saying, yeah, no more. I'm not playing small anymore. I'm ready to just literally level up and live like a king, whatever that means to you, because people that do this Neville Goddard technique, they aren't just out here trying to make all this money. They just want to feel this thriving energy within their spirit a lot of times. And a lot of times in this matrix, that does require money to be able to have that security, that stability, that feeling or sense of safety and security that a lot of people are seeking in this world. That looks like it's yours and ripe for the taking as well. And what do we have here on this table? It looks like, okay, so it looks like it's some sort of like, I heard stock report. I don't know if you have stocks or own stocks. I personally don't. My husband does some stuff like that, but I don't know anything about it. But see the report here under the wine bottle. It's like nothing going up, nothing but going up, up, up. Like things are really looking up, up, up is what this is showing. There may even be a change of view. There could be some sort of trip that you're taking, maybe to a larger populated place than where you're currently living, that will feel like an inspiration to you. All right, let's get a Money Moves Oracle. Since we're talking about manifestations, just see what needs to come through there before we close out. Okay. All right, so money moves. Anything else Katie needs to know about these synchronicities and this manifestation? Ooh, look. There's a reason I shuffled it in reverse, because this isn't the wrong decision. It's technically now the right decision. So it said reckless behavior can lead to bad consequences. Think before you act. So we'll put that in the reverse to say, amazing behavior can lead to really great consequences, or just being disciplined in your remembering who you are, which is a fractal of God, fractal of source, having this human experience. All right, now that we're shuffling up, right, let's see anything else Katie needs to know. Closed doors. So no, good job. Okay. This is actually something that I wished I would have kept some of those other cards out for, because you've closed the door on the past. You don't have, we can just ignore this because it's not the real message here. You're starting all over again every single day, every single moment. So you don't have to, what this is telling me is you don't have to keep carrying that past baggage, all those wounds, all those traumas, all those old versions of yourself. I mean, we have the possibility and the right to do that should we choose, but we don't have to. Just because our ancestors and their ancestors and all the ancestors came before us think there's, past, present, future. Okay, well, you once did this thing, so that's who you are. Or, this is what you used to do, so that's what you do. It's like, no, in every now moment, I can become something different. I can close those old doors and have a new starting point. But it doesn't mean you have to start over from scratch, because you're starting over from experience that you no longer have to claim that, oh, that bad thing happened, that bad thing happened. And I know it sounds very spiritual bypassy, but if we can just remember, this is something I still want to do some big webinar on, that if we can just remember that pure, untainted source part of us that has nothing to do with all these matrix overlays and karmas and wounds and, soul sucking, whatever. If we just remember that pure aspect of us, none of this that has happened in the meantime has been real even. And it's so too boggling to the mind to even try to put it into words what all of this means. But when you can just say, enough's enough with, being a victim in this matrix reality, and then you decide as that consciousness that is a fractal source that you're just taking your power back and you're not looking back. I mean, doesn't mean you can't look back and remember things. Like, it doesn't mean it like that, but it means you're no longer that old version of yourself. You never even were that version of yourself. I know, mind blowing. It's crazy talk when you start talking about these things, but if you really think about it deep down, it's like almost like this whole thing is just a game and we're all just here playing it. I know I can get very convoluted, but this is a good message, letting you know that you can leave those past versions of yourself behind, because what you are manifesting, what you are looking forward to, and living in the end as the present moment, it's almost like time is irrelevant. That's what this is coming to. Oh, very cool, Katie. Thanks again for your donation. I hope that resonated for you. Yeah, literally drop it. Drop the old versions, drop the old stories, drop, anything, the logic even. I know. It sounds crazy. Drop your logic. But you have to, because this logical system, if you get too logical, you realize this whole system is backwards, inside out, upside down, all the things. It's not a great thing. Yes, I mean, the energy here is so exciting and exuberant. That's not a word I use at all, usually, exuberant. But that word is coming through as like, that's the energy involved here. It's very exuberant. Let's just Google. I know it means like big and exciting and all of those things, but let's just find the literal definition of exuberant. Exuberant. Okay. So yeah, filled with or characterized by a lively energy and excitement. Yeah. And then in a literary sense, it's growing luxuriantly or profusely, like exuberant foliage. And your little tree there that was growing on the side of the hill on the card, it's growing exuberantly. There we go. I can talk. Words are hard. All right, Katie. Thanks again. So fun. But yeah, this energy is huge, like huge. And we can any one of us, tap into it at any time and just let go of the old and just breathe. And that's the hardest thing, because we have, so many of us, wrapped ourselves up in these identities, me included, to where we don't have to wear the cloak of all these things that have happened to us anymore. And yes, the more that we remember these things and, pay attention, we pay attention, we spend time ruminating, whatever, that's currency that we're giving to something that doesn't even exist. And I know it sounds very spiritually bypassy, but the real matrix is the mental realm. It's the mind. And once you can overcome your own mind control patterns of, I'm a victim, this happened to my ancestors, this happened to me, it's programmed in my DNA, it's programmed in my subconscious. When we can really start to rise above that in whatever way, I mean, there's more than one way to do it. It's not like there's a one size fits all approach. But when we can do that, it's like, that's when we really leave the matrix behind. Because I'm still convinced the matrix is the mind. I'm still convinced of it. At least it's a big part of how the matrix controls us, is through our own mind. And it's not even our mind. It's a mind that was given to us. We are the consciousness observing the mind. So if you can just tune more, kind of bypass the mind at times. I mean, we can use the mind as a tool, but the consciousness, that's who we truly are. We're not even the mind. We're the consciousness. Observing the mind. I know, you like start scratching your head like, what is all this? Like, how? It becomes a mind effort if you think too hard about it. Big concepts, big topics. All right. So we are now on to Kirsten's question. Let me know that you're here still, Kirsten. She was here not too long ago. So what is the universe trying to tell me? I keep seeing signs. Ooh, cool. Yeah, so you and Katie both have been seeing signs, symbols, synchronicities. Oh, well, I didn't want to use this deck, but for some reason I just went right to it. So, and I dropped half of it on the floor. Maybe not half, but I did catch this one between my knees here. So there's some big shifts, something to do with your spiritual purpose that is shifting for you. There may be some good news coming in. This could even have to do with your biopsy, that it's letting you know you're going to be okay. This is anything that's going on is, I can see the anxiety. It's on the floor here. Let me grab it. Oh yeah, from the 8 to the 9. Look at this. Swords cards, 8 and 9 of swords. So I can see this again with the 8 of swords. Okay, so it's like shifting your mental focus. Even if you do feel intuitively something's going on, you don't have to subscribe to that because you don't. If you were just watching Katie's reading, you can at any time flip the script and change things. You have a good night as well, Katie. Anytime. This really is about you just deciding, no, yeah, okay, I had the biopsy, that's fine, but there's something wrong with me. So, I did my due diligence. I got my, IUD in until I'm ready, and I did this. And this is just deciding, yeah, I feel trapped in an endless cycle of bad luck lately. This is you just deciding, F that. Give it a big middle finger with love, from the universe that, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. We're not doing this today. Not today, Satan, as they say. This is you just deciding to be your own manifestation, your own divine feminine spiritual goddess, spiritual guide, to say, no, actually, I don't subscribe to what this matrix is trying to throw at me. I'm deciding that, no, this good thing is going to happen. That good thing is going to happen. And also, because why not? Also, that good thing is going to happen. And you're just deciding that, no, I'm now in my good luck era. Even though I have been in my bad luck era, sure, whatever, fine, why not? But now I'm in my good luck era, and it's just you flipping the script because you have that ability any and every day of the week, every minute of every day, every second of every hour of every day. And it's coming through very, like, as a big message that at any time you can just say, nah, I'm done with this. I'm not doing this anymore. The servant queen, divine, magnetic, and valuable. You are worthy of beautiful things. And this is what is this not the Empress incarnate? Look at this. Servant queen, but I'm seeing it as severance. You're getting a severance package from the Matrix because you're just like, I'm done. I'm done playing games. I'm in charge around here. And yes, I can co-create with other people, other spirits, the universe, whatever. But I'm done with the Matrix telling me how things are going to go and then me have to respond to that. No, instead I'm doing what I'm doing. Oh, you used a lot of spell oils tonight. Oh, I did come up with a lot of things that I want to pursue in terms of my purpose and business ideas. Oh, very cool. Yeah. And even if you just start writing those down to ground them on paper, at least slightly, they will start to manifest when you are able to put in the legwork and start working on them. Absolutely. What are these signs that Kirsten has been getting? The red rose. I don't know if a red rose has been a sign that you're getting or anything having to do with the moon, but you've gotten 2 signs here. Or from now on, you may be getting signs of red roses, or, you see the moon all over, either out in the sky, on people's t-shirts. It's a very common, sign, symbol, synchronicity object. But the red rose, it says, don't worry, my darling, you will find your way, overcoming obstacles and finding joy and being carefree. Beautiful. And that rose, is that an eyeball or is that a bee? Let's see. It's an eyeball. It's an eyeball. I thought it was, but then I'm like, wait, it makes more sense for it to be a bee, but no, it's an eyeball. Looking right back at her. And rose oil, you were talking about spell oils. Rose oil actually has the highest frequency in hertz of all the spell oils of all the, essential oils that you can buy that are out there. And we have the moon. And so it says, what if your strangeness is actually your brilliance? The moon, duality, hidden gem, and secret power. The moon can also represent intuition. But we have the number 4 here, which is about stability, security. Oh, you have Venus love oil that has rose in it. Well, that's going to be a very powerful. I just heard amulet. I know oils themselves aren't like an amulet, but you could anoint, a necklace or like I don't know, I random things. I just have like a shungite keychain sitting here that could be used as an amulet to protect you or what have you. And you can anoint amulets with spell oil, or any kind of oil. But yeah, this is about stability and security. And it's about making forward momentum because we went from the 8 to the 9 of swords. As you can see here, we went from the 8 to the 9. So there's progress being made. And then we went from the 3 to the 4. And we also have the 18, which adds up to 9, which is about closing out those old cycles and then being able to start something new, start something fresh. With inspired action is what I'm hearing. So it's not like you're closing out old cycles and you're sitting around twiddling your thumbs like, now what? It's like once you close those old cycles, you're going to have so many ideas just overflowing and excitement and like, where's all the time in the day to do all the fun things that I want to do and things I'm super excited about? Like there's this exciting energy that's coming in that you're going to feel very much in your power, in your divine feminine power in ways that you may have never felt in this life yet. You're going to really start coming into your power. Oh, your boyfriend buys your red roses. And he thinks you should move out of your parents' home. And of course, if that is financially feasible, that would be a really good move. But if it's difficult financially, we can just see, what do you need to know about that? Ooh, we have shadow dance. When you move shadows, you discover your rhythm, fluidity, movement, and open. Well, the word movement here is just about being open. And a lot of times, especially being an adult, moving back in with parents after, being out of the home for a while, it really does start to bring up those childhood wounds or like shadow stuff. It really brings that stuff forward. So you can actually look at this time as triggering and as just, I want to get out of here yesterday. As you may be feeling, you can also take this time as like the huge gift that's being kind of given to you to be able to overcome or just to say unsubscribe from all of the old BS, the old patterns, all of it. And it just does feel like kind of a collective theme or collective shift with a lot of people right now is they're just stepping out of those old roles. It's like, okay, for your example, okay, I may have once been your young daughter who needed you to be my parents to tell me what to do and, feed me and clothe me and all these things. Well, I don't need you guys in the same way anymore. But a lot of times parents have a difficult time letting go of those original roles and ways of operating that I have, a few friends actually specifically and family members, not my immediate family or anything, but family, kind of extended family members, that it's like the roles of, even though they've become an adult and, they're in their 40s and they have their own families and maybe even their own grandkids, and their parents still treat them as if they are an 8-year-old child or, think they know better because I'm your mother, I'm your father. It's like, actually, you don't know better. I know better because I am me and I am the proprietor of my own energy now. Working to heal your inner child. Yeah. And that's beautiful. Oh, weird stuff going on. Saw a swarm of dragonflies near my bedroom for the first time in my life. And I saw a family of rabbits the other night. Aw. Well, that really does feel, dragonflies to me, it's like spiritual messages coming through is what it feels like. And then the family of rabbits, that to me really does, rabbit as a sign is very lucky, one, and number two, very fertile energy. So the fact that you saw a family of rabbits, this is letting me know that you will eventually have that family that you're looking to build for your own self. You're going to have that. And it's going to be when you're ready, when it's like so much stuff is aligning for you. And just deciding to unsubscribe from a lot of just the old BS and just be in your own energy is really going to benefit you in helping you come, like, I've seen like 10 steps closer to what you want to do and where you want to be. And I'm seeing too that this maybe seemingly roundabout direction or route that you've taken to get where you've always wanted to go, you're going to learn once you get there, and that hindsight being 2020, Kirsten, you're going to look back and be like, oh no, it was always supposed to be this way. So you're not going to think, oh, I missed the boat, I'm too old to do this, or I should have done this earlier, or like all of that is just going to fall away. And you're like, no, this is how it was always supposed to be. Oh my gosh. It's going to all click. It really will. They're hoping the IUD will help me be fertile again when the time comes. Yeah. And just declaring, okay, I'm fertile. When I want to be, when I want to conceive, I will conceive. And I won't just conceive, I will carry the child to term and have a healthy, happy pregnancy, and then child and relationship moving years and years and years into the future with my child. Just declaring that. Just saying enough's enough with all the matrix tricks and BS. It's me. I'm in charge. I'm in charge around here. There's a new sheriff in town. The matrix is not in control of me and, my fertility or any of this or, any outside source. It's all within me to be fertile when I want to be fertile and unfertile when I don't want to be fertile or, close the womb portal. So there is something you can do. And that is to energetically, when you're ready, open your womb portal. And you don't even have to just do this when you're ready to have children. This can be when you're looking to conceive new ideas or follow through on an idea that you want to kind of act as like this embryo that's growing in your womb. More metaphorically speaking, this project that you may want to, business idea, whatever it is, to open the womb portal for specific intents and purposes, because your womb portal specifically is a direct link to the other side. Even if someone has a hysterectomy, never had children, it doesn't matter. If you were born a female with that energetic imprint, you have a direct link to the other side. And if you do feel like your womb has been blocked, you can just set forward. Venus is a really great day because Venus does rule like the feminine, fertile energy a lot of times. But Jupiter, which is Thursday, is also a really great day for doing fertility work. Or even Saturday is a great day to cleanse and clear anything that's karmically or obstructing you. And if you're ready to like pulverize and push through blocks, Tuesday, which is Mars Day, is a really good day to push through any blocks. But of course, because we don't have to go by the matrix rules, you can do this any day of the week, any day of the month, any day of the year that you want. If you're just feeling it like at 3 a.m. one day and you wake up like, I'm going to do a womb cleansing and I'm going to, clear that energy, you can do it right that second. Whenever, especially when you're feeling divinely inspired to do something, even if it doesn't make sense logically or, well, I should probably wait till the full moon or like, no. If you're divinely inspired to do something like right now or 2 weeks from now or whenever, do it when that inspiration is intuitively like boiling within you. You can just feel it within you. That's the time to really strike or act on something. If you're really not feeling it and you're just like, oh, I'll just do it on a random Tuesday, that's fine too. But don't let the matrix try to tell you, well, this is when you should do this and this is when you should do that. And, all the books that were ever written on, all the spells that were ever cast and all, that were passed down or in books. It's like, the most powerful spell that you can cast on anything or, manifestation that you can create is with your own, that spark of your own life force coming through to inspire whatever words need to come through. Making any kind of spell your own or, any manifestation, doing it with your own energy and your own intent is going to be way more potent than trying to copy. Not again, copying is totally fine if you want, you like, how would I word this? How would I word this? That's totally fine. But if the inspiration strikes and you're kind of, thinking of your own, intentions or magic to cast, whatever you want to call it, magic or just divine feminine life force energy, whatever you want to call it. Your own intention is the most powerful weapon you wield here, or your most powerful magic wand that you wield is your own conscious intention to do X, Y, or Z. Very cool. So I've donated for 2 more yes, no questions, but we can do Kay's question first. Yes, we can do that. All right, Kirsten, I hope that helped you. Your fertility spells didn't work. Well, I do see this happening for you. It's just, again, like the timing of it. But there's going to be a time where you will have what you want. I can very clearly see it. The timing of it is, as far as like when is this happening, I guess will remain to be seen, but it will happen. All right, next donation. Let's see. So we have, so there's 2 full reads and then 2 yes, no, or one cards, which we know, let's be honest, I never do just a one card. Knowing me. Okay, so last time I texted you, S behavior had gone wild and not hiding in front of 2, 2K as well. One day it got so much that Kay started crying. Why can't she get her dad back? Love from him. That day I felt as if an energetic presence, maybe the spirit incoming, as if it had come to comfort me and Kay, saying that you deserve the best and things will be fine soon. There was a sudden shift in him last weekend, but I am very cautious and not opening up my energy to him. Interestingly, you had mentioned that when the swap starts, you will see 33 and 22, and it's been constant since the last 2 weeks, and I feel as if the spirit has started going in his body and dismantle the spirit slowly. The process is excruciating as he behaves horribly, not responding to me or Kashfi, just sitting there like as if we were not there. Or walking away from us when we are talking to him. Some clarity on what I felt is true and what to expect and do going forward. Thank you to Spirit for the divine intervention, but it becomes too much. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, as I'm reading this, I'm getting chills. I'm really feeling. You're so welcome, Kirsten. Good night to you as well. Thanks again for your donation. Yeah, I really am feeling something has shifted. Even when I saw your name earlier, I'm like, ooh, something shifted. I feel it. I feel it. And, even when we're looking to make good, big changes in our lives that we're excited about or we're ready for and we want really badly, there's still this, kind of chaotic energy that comes even with the best laid plans, the best laid hopes, wishes, whatever this looks like. So you're getting what you asked for. Absolutely. It's coming in. But you may see times where the old spirit is like fighting, not on a conscious level that he's fighting because he knows what's going on, but it does feel almost like an ego death in a way, but like to the extreme. So of course he's going to be feeling like lashing out. But look, that spirit that was there is walking away. He hasn't fully left the building, so to speak, but it is in progress. It is in process. And the more that the new spirit comes in and kind of starts dismantling the tapestry that's been woven by the old spirit into the physical vessel, I see that as more of the new one anchors in, the old one will start to kind of fade, but then it may kind of try to rear its head and kind of fight with it, or kind of fight to be the forward. It's almost the same as when a person is overcome by like entities or just thought forms that keep approaching by way of, entity interference. Your true spirit, and I would say even more to the point, the ego that wants to maintain who it is, will sometimes fight against kind of the voices in the head or the personality that's trying to come forward by way of entity interference. So we can feel this when we are having some sort of ego death in a spiritual sense, but I don't see that he's having an ego death in that way. It's more just literally the spirit is leaving and a different one is coming in. And you may feel like he's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, which is like almost like a bipolar or borderline personality or something, where one day things feel like they're improving and then the next day you're like, well, we're worse than ever. Like, what's going on? But look, that new one is coming forward. This is happening. It has taken root. Look, the branch already has some leaves on it. It's taking root or taken root already. Yeah, I feel the ego death fight between his ego and incoming spirit. It did found a crack and got in a bit. Yes. All right, let's go to, this deck has been like really singing my praises lately. I love this deck. And I used to use this all the time on my pick of cards, and then I kind of didn't use it for a long time, but I'm glad it's back out. Ooh, we have Rise and Shine. Yeah, it's like stirring up all the old stuff and it's making it come to the light, literally or figuratively speaking. And then we have Fill the Well. We have the 56, which adds up to an 11. So this feels like a concerted like partnership or group effort, meaning between your spirit, your higher self, this new spirit coming in, that higher self, the spirit leaving, that higher self, are all kind of coming together to figure out like, okay, how is this going to happen? What do we need to do? How can I protect everyone through all of this? But then fill the well. This is more toward your energy. We have a 7 here. 25 adds up to 7. What I'm seeing with this is, especially in those moments where he is ignoring you or you're asking him something and he walks away, it's like, allow yourself to feel that hurt or that like almost energetic gut punch in the moment. Allow yourself to feel it, but then go do something with you and Kashvi that feels joyful or good to the both of you. Because then that's going to let the spirit that's leaving know that, yes, it's having an effect, him doing and being nasty that way. But at the same time, it's like, well, she's going to figure out a way with or without me. Like, she doesn't even really need me in a lot of ways. And that might just make it easier for that spirit to not have to like grab on. Oh yes, his birdline personally showed up and shocked me and Kay. We were talking to him and he didn't even answer to us and just walked away. He even brought sleeping issues in front of, oh my gosh. I think I did share that with you in text. Oh my gosh. I need to recheck some text because my phone's been doing the thing it does again. So thankfully I was able to get in today, but it's been pretty good today, but yeah, it's been a thing. But this is about you filling your well, because whatever is happening with him, it's going to happen. It's not like you need to, be like hyper aware of everything going on. I mean, you probably will be just because you're almost like feeling like walking on eggshells with this version of him that just is there and really mean or is just hurtful. Like, so it's almost like you're in defense mode. Let's go to the shadow work oracle. Anything else Bersha needs to know about all of this? But yeah, your suspicions are very correct. Dark reflection. And this is like, this feels like, again, now we're shifting to his energy. When you look into the abyss looks back. Truth seeking and liberation. Him being liberated from the physical vessel to be able to elevate and go do some resting, go do some healing or peeling, and not have to suffer through this anymore. Anything else? Anything else that needs to come through? Anything Bersha should know about all of this? Well, we have the moon, duality, which is the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde energy, hidden gem, but secret power. What if your strangeness is actually your brilliance? And I'm seeing this as almost like a mixture of yours and his energy. That you're going to choose happiness. You're going to choose love. He's going to choose whatever it is he's going to choose. And eventually he won't be choosing anymore because he's leaving. That energy is going and the new one is coming in. Are there any other sign, symbol, synchronicities Bersha needs to be on the lookout for in addition to what we've already tuned into as this new spirit comes in? Okay, so fell right into my lap. Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. I'm seeing this as his energy. And again, kind of not that he's a woman or wants to become a woman, not anything like that. But the energy that's coming in is more in touch with the feminine, divine feminine energy. And you're going to maybe almost feel that there's ways maybe you glance over at him and he almost looks like a female. Maybe not physically, but more of like energy overlaid the physical. Like, just like I'm seeing specifically kind of almost like this kind of almost side profile, but kind of how this woman's looking, like kind of off to the side just a bit. You may look over at him or glance like, wow, he's really beautiful. Like, you may look at him kind of just without thinking, and you look at him, you're like, wow, he's really beautiful. And then we have the weeping willow that came out, family sorrow. And there was some family sorrow here earlier today because they cut the weeping willow tree down across the street. That was so sad. I was so sad. But this is the family sorrow of just grieving what you're currently going through. I mean, him just to get up and walk away, like he didn't even hear you talk or whatever. And then just him acting nasty, that is causing family sorrow. So this is already happening. This is nothing new here. Oh, his blood sugar is behaving unstable. Does it have to do? It does feel like you're going to see some body shifts, changes. Again, with the like physical appearance where you're looking at him and like, wow, he's really beautiful. Not necessarily that he's looking feminine though, but you're just seeing more of the soft lines or more feminine. Again, it's not like he's overtly looking female, but just there's a beauty to him that maybe has a feminine essence to it, but it's not like, oh, he looks like a woman. Not, I hope you under, it's hard to even put into words what I'm trying to say. But let's just tune into this blood sugar issue and just any other potential bodily functions that are maybe shifting as a result of kind of two spirits kind of inhabiting. Yeah, look at this. 10 of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot and emotionally and physically going on for him that kind of has no explainable source, but you kind of know what's going on. Yeah, makes you feel like you want to run away. Too much pressure. Yeah, it's almost like someone needs to let the pressure valve off. Anything else Fairshire needs to know before we close out of this question? Anything else? Yeah, it's almost like, okay, you're feeling like you're in defense mode because this is a lot. This is a lot to take on, not just for him, but for you, for Kashvi. This is a lot, but it is leading to happier life, happier family, emotional connection that she feels is long gone and you feel has long gone. But there may be some, concerning things with blood sugar and blood pressure, potentially something with heart palpitations or heart issues, because that's the electromagnetic field. And when entities or other spirits come into our energetic field, it can kind of, I don't know. It's almost like putting a wrench in gears or, winding something up too fast. And then like, do you remember back in the day, like you would, it's like you'd spin your tires or the wheels of the pedals of your bike one way, and then like the old exercise bikes. I don't know if you had any access to an exercise bike in like the 80s or 90s, but you would like pedal it backwards a whole bunch, and then you'd take your feet off the pedals and it'd go forward the right way, correct? And you just go like spin. Like that's what it feels like electromagnetically is happening. So he may complain about random pains in his body or heart. And yes, it will also impact you as well, because he'll be in your vicinity, he'll be in the home, he'll be around you guys. So Kashvi might even be like, I felt weird, like a weird sensation with my heart or my throat or my whatever. And you can chalk this up to, okay, yeah, something's happening here. Nothing to really be concerned about, but of course, if he feels like he needs to go to the doctor, he can do that. But they're probably going to be like, oh yeah, we don't really see anything except maybe an elevated blood pressure, elevated blood sugar, and send you right back home. Yeah. All right. Yeah, having palpitations as well as if the incoming energy. Yeah, absolutely. I can see that could be the case for sure. Where does this go? Oh, it goes here. That, and make sure putting these back. There we go. Woo! Yeah, and then this flew out again as I'm trying to put everything back. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, the moment he went away on trip this Monday, I felt exhausted. I know I am doing a lot energetically. Absolutely. And you're almost acting, I'm seeing you almost as like an anchor point to help ground and stabilize. It's like you're a bridge between S and the other side. Because if this spirit were to just try to come in with that beautiful high vibration into S now, it wouldn't be able to take root or take hold, because the vibration that's going on is so low. Not to say your vibration's low, but you're kind of the halfway point between the two, to where this spirit you almost feel like there's weird. I'm seeing almost like you're cooking or you're cleaning up or something in your kitchen, and you almost feel like you're being watched, but not in a like creepy negative way. This is this spirit like observing, kind of being present with you, being in your energy, so that it can kind of bridge the gap into something much lower than what you have going on. But it helps acclimate to, the density of, yeah, I have chills now too. Yeah, it sounds creepy, but it's not. I swear, it's not going to feel creepy when you feel this kind of almost presence or being observed somehow. Yeah, I do have chills. Woo! Yeah, I feel someone's presence with me, okay. Yeah, and this does feel like this is that spirit. Absolutely. Wow, it's happening. It's happening. All right, next question. So Kay is back in school and she has the same girl in her class again. Oh no. She would like to know when she fit in class and will her teachers be more mature in tackling Kay and what patterns to look for. I've even booked her fracture repair for ninth with Raylene. Before the booking, I actually felt our galactic, celestial, and ancestral family with us, encircling us in concentric circles. Source light coming down and restoring her to the original blueprint. So I am counting on that as well to help her. I'm so done with this targeting her, bullying, jealousy, and destiny theft stuff with her. Yeah, absolutely. I already feel like a pressure valve has been let off, almost like the wind has been let out of not so much just this girl, but this girl's mother. Like the sail, like the wind has been let out of the sails, is what it feels like. Because there's something this mother is saying or doing that is reflecting in her daughter's energy. But let's just see how this year will go. We're going to just tune in. I'm going to go back to my camera view so we can see. Yeah, that's what I felt when she asked for love from her dad. Aw. Yeah, that presence is there and it will feel much more like a loving presence. But look at this. So there's a new beginning here, which obviously it's a new school year. So, I mean, this energy would be very present as far as Kashfi's new school year. But let's just see how this next school year will go. Just overall, let's get an overall energy. Okay, so we have 4 of Cups. So this normally isn't the best card, but it's not the worst card either. It's just there's something missing or something that it's like she's looking or focused here, but there's something on the periphery that wants to come in that because she's so focused on something over here, she's really not seeing what's over here. And it feels like another girl, like a friend that wants to come in, but because she may potentially be focused on how other people are acting or, okay, there's a group of friends over there. There's a group of friends over there. I feel left out. Because her focus, there's something about her focus. Let's just see specifically about what this 4 of Cups focus is, because I see overall it's actually going to be a much better year than last year. Woo! All right. Was that just one card? I think. Okay. So nothing is set in stone is basically what this is saying. But for the most part, there's a freedom here that she didn't feel last year and a forward momentum, being able to move forward. Because certain people that she may have dealt with in the past are kind of just bored and moving in a new direction. It's like whatever they had going on with her last year, it's going to like peter out or fizzle out. Like it's not going to continue in the same, like I'm seeing like hooks, like trying to get into her. Because energetically, you have really cleared the field and, you know, all this work that you've done. And you're just saying, not today, no more. Don't unsubscribe, not doing this anymore. Kashfi's having a great school year. And that's that. Like, you're just basically, yeah, like a new solid foundation. There may even be some lifelong friends that she's actually hanging out with this year that will become like lifelong friends. Again, you know, lifelong friends are like for life, you know? Or at least this feeling of family or presence that she hasn't felt at school in a very long time, like a sense of belonging that's really been missing for her at maybe certain schools through the years. Anything else about this girl specifically? Okay, so this girl, it's like she's focused with another group. So at least 2 other girls and potentially a 4th person in their group, which would be a boy. But he's kind of coming and going. It's not like he's solidly in this little group of friends. He's just kind of there whenever. But it's like this girl and 2 other girls are, it's like their focus is shifting away from Kashfi. And Karma has closed out between anything between Kashfi and this girl. So if there are any kind of incidences or, you know, bullying or anything like this, it's just not having the same impact that it once did. And Kashfi's almost just like, who cares? Like, I'm over you. I'm over it. I don't care anymore. I do not participate. It's like she's just taken her power back, is what it feels like. And now Wrigley's here to say hi to Kashfi during her reading. You want to say hi? You want to show him that your bed matches your shirt?
Oh yeah, sure.
You can make the bed.
No, I'm gonna just start. This is the pillow. You see it? That's the pillow.
We're taking a quick intermission.
And this is the blanket.
Very fun. Is the other girl S another? Oh, my eye is burning for some reason. Another Indian from our community and boy with name K. He's also Indian from our community too.
Oh, I'll be back in here once I'm done.
Okay, you have fun.
Here, let me pick.
Yeah, he's gonna pick one too.
This one.
Oh, my eye is just burning.
I want to quick see what it is.
I love that. Yes, good job. Good pick. He just blew me a kiss. Aw. Look at this. This is hilarious because they try as they might. There's 3 ending cards right here. I mean, this is also a new beginning. Let's put that out there. But also so are these 10s because the 10 of Wands is you've run out of room. You've run out of space. You can't keep it moving. You can't keep doing the same things you were doing last year. And then the 10 of Swords can't keep it up. It's dead. It's gone. You can't revive it back from the dead. The wheels of time have turned, shifted. So try as they might, this little group here, try as they might, they cannot get to her the way that they once got to her, especially with destiny theft type stuff. It's done. That's what I'm hearing. It's done. They could still maybe make her feel bad or something, but again, that's even going to get old to her to where she's just like, oh, you're saying things to me again? Like, who cares? Like, I don't even care. I was asking about the group of the 4. Does it have the girl A, S, and K from her? It does feel like it does have the first girl that you were talking about. This other girl, S and K, was the boy. I can really feel those energies there for sure. A feels more like potentially, but again, there's not a lot they can do because what's been protected by you can't be breached is what I'm seeing. Anything else Bersha and Kashvi need to know about any of these kids and potentials for anything negative? Again, new beginning. Look at that. And I just heard, especially if any of them wearing glasses, because I was looking at my reflection with glasses, this boy's wearing glasses. If any of these kids wear glasses, that one, and my eye was burning earlier, remember? So there might be something up with their right eye. I mean, this feels like it's not really relevant to Kashvi's reading, but she may notice they get glasses if they don't have one, or she notices that if they already have glasses, like that they rub their right eye a lot. And this feels karmic for whatever reason that they have going on. A wears glasses. Okay. S is also a bully, and the boy, K, likes A. Oh. The twisted web they weave. Yeah, she's going to be able to move right on through this, slowly but steadily. So again, they might try to start up their antics. If they haven't already, though, I don't see this big swift motion to come in and try to do things. But this was what I was going to say next. And then this card fell and I'm like, perfect. Perfect ending to the question because I was already going to say it. And then the card comes out. If you as her mother can have a meeting with the teacher, or even just, I would say in person is best just because you can get more across in a shorter amount of time and, maybe even prepare. So I would say, have a meeting with this teacher if you can and just let her know, or him, whoever the teacher is, let them know that Kashvi has had trouble with bullying from, the specific girl, and, maybe this group of kids potentially has done things and are bullies and stuff. And just let this teacher know from the get-go that there's been issues in the past with this, at least the one girl and potentially some of the group, to kind of set the stage for the fact that once evidence, if it does, starts pouring in that things are going on, you've already set that precedent. Like, see, I told you this was an issue and I really need this to not escalate because this is traumatizing. I do see this teacher being more, oh, you did it on the open house. There you go. There you go. I do see this teacher being more empathetic to the situation and more alert to what's going on in the classroom, where the other teacher may have claimed, oh, I didn't see that. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe something like this, or, not giving certain things the benefit of the doubt. This teacher is going to be diligent and strategic about potentially even where, as far as like desk arrangements and locker assignments and stuff like that, that they're not going to put her with these kids purposely. It'll be more of a, okay, I'm going to put you over here, like problem. Because you got to think about it too. And the teacher is very logical, but there's also a lot of empathy here. The teacher doesn't want this to happen. I mean, even if the teacher doesn't know the kids very well yet, like, you want your class, you would think, you would want your classroom to run as smoothly, no fighting, things to run as smoothly as possible. And that's this teacher's goal, is to just have, be able to teach the kids what the curriculum is without having a lot of drama and a lot of issues and bullying and fighting and parents bickering back. Like, that's of course what this teacher would want. I would think most teachers, but I do see maybe potentially the last year teacher kind of did thrive sometimes on some of the drama that may have been happening. Weird, but there it is. But this teacher, there's more empathy here, and there's a want or a need for a peaceful classroom, a good learning environment without bullying and drama. Anything else about this teacher? They may be a bit spiritual themselves. Look at this. But they also are very alert, very aware. Even when kids think they're getting away with stuff, this teacher knows it. Even if they don't know it, they sense it. They can sense, okay, I don't know, I get a sense that this kid and this kid probably don't get along, whether it's Kashfi or other kids, whatever. And they just kind of intuitively know where to place people to where things have been better. I feel I have brought on a lot on myself with her fracture repair, but she needed it. Yeah. And I do see that'll help. It'll definitely help. It'll help, especially with anxiety and stress that you may have had potentially this year, that now you just won't have it as much. I have heard she is very strict with classroom rules being followed. Absolutely. It feels like, okay, you're here to learn, and that's what we're here to do. I am not here for the drama. I'm not here for the bullying. So it does feel strict as far as all that goes, but there is this empathy too, that of course I don't want kids in my class being bullied. That makes me sad. Like, I wouldn't want that to happen. I see there's empathy here. Even if she kind of puts it behind a more strict way of running her classroom, it's empathetic though. Yeah, well, good. I'm getting a lot better. Yeah, a lot of that past yuckiness and just drama, trauma, karma, it feels like it's kind of just, what I'm seeing is a pan that had water boiling in it, but the water's all evaporated and now it's just like nothing. Like, it's all gone. It's gone. Fear of entity, of darkness, etc. also might help big time with getting her power back when that integration completes. Yeah, because there will also be this anchor within the home of this higher vibrational spirit that some of these entities just aren't game to F around with anymore, if that makes sense. That the spirit that's currently there is just like, yeah, free for all. I'm watching bad things, on the internet, and I'm don't care so much about my family as much as I should. And a lot of the low vibrational traumas that are still taking root in his, physicality and his spirit, that allow a lot of darkness to come into the home that just couldn't find its way there with a higher vibrational spirit in its place, for sure. Yeah. All right, let's move on. I do have to get out of here probably within the next 15-20 minutes or so Wrigley can get to bed. He's got tennis camp in the morning. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I am working on restoring my body to original blueprint with the help of Carrie's videos, meditations, even have a session with a facilitator on the 8th. My cycle has changed, which feel is a recalibration. Yet I feel fear, and the belief system is what's pulling me from catapulting forward into upward forward upward momentum. There, I can read. In letting go of the mental blocks and out of the matrix mind control. I do at times feel that I am in the birth canal between old and new, in the dark, which is triggering my ego and mind. Almost like a tug of war between my mind and spirit inside. Then I feel the emotional craving for food come up, going to TV to relax my nerves. The other day I saw crystalline stuff around me while closing my eyes as if I am in a crystalline consciousness already out of matrix. I'm confused. So a yes, no, some advice from Pure Organic. Okay, perfect. Just any advice, and I didn't mean to grab this one, but there I did it again. Any advice just about this energy, this just shifting, this being in the birth canal between the old and new. Let's just tune into this and see what Versha needs to know about all this. What did I say in our collective about this card? It is literally stepping foot outside the matrix. I mean, yeah, you're doing these things. Your intuition is on point. You know what's happening. You know what you're doing. Even if you don't on a human level know what you're doing, your true spirit knows what it's doing, what you're doing. The true essence of who you are knows what it's doing. And look how like almost crystalline those mountains look in just the way that this card is shaped with the kind of grooves in it. Do you see this almost crystalline lattice structure kind of behind the Fool here? Wow. I just can't stop looking at it. It's so pretty. This is pretty powerful start to this question here. Absolutely. Absolutely. I did a meditation where I met a part of my spirit that resides as a dragon and merged with it. It was so overwhelming. Oh my gosh. Yes. Let me go back to your question. I mean, of course, you can still sense that there's matrix control or whatever, but it's slipping. And you are finding times, especially during your dream state or even during meditation, that you're just stepping out of this matrix, seeing this crystalline structure around you. It does feel like it's this supportive structure of your true spirit that's coming in to help elevate what's already here, or just almost a strengthening of what's already here, which is you, your essence, your consciousness that's already here. I just heard infusion of spirit. Ooh, I just got chills as I said that too. Infusion of spirit. Very cool. Yeah, so it's almost like you're infusing to your original blueprint, infusion of spirit. And look at these. Let me go back to the camera view so I can see that you can see what I'm looking at. Almost like blue with white caps. You can kind of see the mountains here, but then the prismatic shapes of it is just so almost hypnotizing. I don't know. Yes, concentric circles around the Fool. Yes, that too. Because you were talking about concentric circles in one of your other questions. Wow. And even the sun rays coming down. I can't ignore that either in this corner here. You can kind of see them. Hard to see, but the lighting is not helping too much. But the whole thing, I mean, this whole card is I never realized how mesmerizing. And even his clothes are really beautiful. Look at that. I don't know. I've never sat and just stared at the Fool card, I don't think, for as long as I have right now. It's just so beautiful all of a sudden. Yeah. Oh, and there's a white rose in his hand. Or her. Her hand. Their hand. I don't know. I think it's kind of androgynous to the point of it can be anybody. Anybody can step outside the matrix. So the fear is almost like the last-ditch effort of the matrix to pull me back. Yes. Yeah. I'm hearing yes, yes, and yes. You're so close to a finish line here. It doesn't mean that, you're fully out of the matrix and, everything's rainbows, daisies, and butterflies. For sure. But at the same time, you have reached and surpassed a major hurdle that has been standing in the way. Look at that. Anything else Versha needs to know, especially about stepping back into this original blueprint and just living from that original blueprint? Justice is being restored, infused with spirit infusion, infused with spirit. I keep seeing it like spirit infusion, infused with spirit infusion, infused with spirit. Wow. Yeah, balance is being restored. See, in everybody else's reading, I wasn't even looking at like the geometric patterns. Now I'm really drawn to this dark background behind the Justice card guy here. Or lady, guy or lady. Again, very androgynous characters here. I'm just like, whoa. Looking forward to the session. Yeah, I do see you being able to do it. Let's just see what you need to know about that session. It's going to really pop things off. I see this as an internal tower moment. So absolutely tower moments seem scary, but I mean, this is one of my birth cards. Tower don't scare me none anymore. I know none of that was proper English, but there it is. This is about an implosion of what was the tower. You want the tower to fall on the matrix. It's got you under control. Absolutely freaking lootly you do. Oh, you have guests coming in tomorrow. Oh no. Let's just see. Let's just see. Ooh. Okay. Well, they may have to wait a minute. If there's a way you can say I'm busy during this time, you gotta wait a minute because I'm busy right now. And they may not feel very welcome because they're gonna sense that you're kind of in the middle of something. It's like when you're in the middle of like doing something or a really good book and then someone comes and interrupts you, like that kind of, you're trying to be cordial, but like that annoyance that you get when someone does that, it's like, I am among for the fear and mental control for the session. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I do see you being able to do it and overcoming. Look at that, stepping back into the divine feminine, which has that direct portal to the other side, restoring balance within the home, stability, security, happiness at home. Wow. All right. Oh, your next question is about it. Well, great segue. Let's get into that. I hear Wrigley out and about in the landing area, or maybe he went into my room. I don't know where he went. Oh, just got to know that S's uncle and aunt are coming tomorrow evening, although I don't want them to come. I'm starting on my period and have a session on Friday as well that I paid for in advance. They say they will leave for a yoga session in the morning, but I'm so angry. I am not interested in entertaining them. As of yesterday, they had canceled. Now, when they are coming, they didn't even bother to inform me directly. Please, Spirit, some help here. I won't get any from S, or should I just contact the facilitator, postpone the session? I cannot delay the fracture repair on Saturday for K. Okay. Weirdly enough, I see you being able to do what you set out to do. There was death card. There was a death card under the Empress. Oh my gosh, I did not even notice that. Yeah, death of the old version, setting a new version. Well, it's almost like too, Versha, if you set that intention that I booked this appointment, I'm keeping this appointment. These people can go to their yoga class or do whatever they need to do, but I'm going to do what I need to do. And if S gets mad at me, if they get mad at me, like I had a previous thing scheduled and they're just going to have to deal with it, is really what this is coming down to. Let's see. Let me go back to your question so I know what to phrase this as. So let's just see what you need to know about them coming. All right. So this is about being true to yourself. That's what this feels like here. You putting in the hard work to get what you want out of it. And the fact that you don't even want them around lets you know that somehow, some way, either they're canceling a third, fourth, however many time they've canceled now. Maybe they are following through on that cancellation fully, or they're just not feeling the love. They're not feeling very welcome and they leave early or something. There's something here. It doesn't have to be some big dramatic thing, though. That's the thing here. But let's just see anything else Versha needs to know. Oh, F, yes. Then there comes in the fear of fight and such back from S. Right. Listen to the music. And I'm just hearing that song. It's from the 70s. Something like, oh, listen to the music. Have you heard that song? Let me go to it. Try to find it. The Doobie Brothers from 1972. So I will just read it out. Don't you feel it growing day by day? People are getting ready for the new. Some are happy. Some are sad. Whoa, we got to let the music play. What the people need is a way to make them smile. It ain't so hard to do if you know how. Gotta get a message, get it on through. Oh, now mama's going to after a while. There we go. And then it's like chorus, like, whoa, listen to the music. Yeah. And then, well, I know you better. Well, I know you know better. Everything I say, meet me in the country for a day. We'll be happy and we'll dance. Oh, we're gonna dance our blues away. And if I'm feeling good to you and you're feeling good to me, there ain't nothing we can't do or say. Feeling good, feeling fine. Oh, baby, let the music play. It repeats like a lazy river. Oh, flowing river. Surrounding castles in the sky, and the crowd is growing bigger. Well, basically, I want to go back to this place. Let's see. Meet me in the country for a day. So it's like their stay will be pretty short, it feels like. It does feel pretty short. But they are both so sick and not in a position to drive 5 hours, but the uncle is hellbound on coming. The aunt does not want to come. Yeah, he pushes her as she drives him around. Gotcha. It just may be that you'll both be happy, meaning the aunt won't have to go and you won't have to entertain them. That's what this feels like. Let's just see. Are they coming? Let's just see. Are they for sure coming? You may be getting a very pleasant surprise that they are not coming. They have an opportunity to come, but are they going to follow through? Weirdly enough, I feel like it could go either way, but if you want to manifest or set that intention to create the reality where they just decide not to do it, you may not have to entertain them at all. Yeah, literally, they're too overwhelmed, they're too busy, they're too in pain, whatever, that they just decide, nah, we're not doing it. Let's just see. But let's just say if they do follow through on this plan, what does Amber keeps, it's like old habits die hard. Versha, what does Versha need to know or do about it? What does she need to know or do about it? Speak your truth. Just let them know. Oh, I have a prior engagement from this time to this time that I'm not canceling. You love to do that. Setting intention energetically that they are not welcome this time. Yeah, literally close the road, energetically speaking, between where they are and where you are. Just close it. Just like, no, not entertaining that. Just don't feel like it. No thanks. And you can, of course, pull any cords that you may feel that are between you and them that make them feel like they're entitled to come over and, you know, use your hospitality when you're not feeling very giving of said hospitality. For sure. They will energetically get the message and decide to do something else is really what this is coming down to. Anything else Versha needs to know about this? You're getting your wish. Your wish will be granted. Your wish fulfilled. But say somehow they do decide to come down, you'll still get a follow through with what you're doing because they will be previously engaged in something else going on. I feel it's between them and S. Actually, I don't feel anything between me and them. That could be. It could be cords between them for sure. But yeah, it's I say whatever you want this outcome of this scenario to be. Oh, my kids are outside. Wrigley's screaming, running around. Anything else? Anything else at all? Ooh, it fell right into my lap. A fair man. Dealings a relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So I don't know if the uncle has gray or white hair. What about the dealing? Whoa, they're just flying off the shelves. Door. But look, it says opportunities are waiting for you. I'm seeing this as your energy. You're closing your doors to them. That door isn't open. Doors. There's two of them. Open one side or the other. Those doors are closed. The opportunity for you to choose what you want, you can close those doors and just say, no, I'm not dealing with this man. Or, gray-haired man. I'm not dealing. Opportunities have been revoked. Even if you're just doing this energetically speaking, the way that we rip up contracts for anything else, you can do the same with this. And you will notice that they will just decide, oh, actually, we're not feeling up to the drive. Or, oh, we decided to do this thing instead. Or, oh, we'll catch you next time. Whatever the case may be. Yeah, declaration for sure, and maybe destroy some contracts. There you go. Because even though these are his relation, that doesn't mean, I mean, again, when you're in a happy marriage, or at least a marriage that there's consideration on both sides, like you put up with things that maybe you wouldn't, but the fact that things are how they are with you, like you shouldn't have to put up with all this extra, especially when it's just expected for you to be this hostess for everybody. And think of it too, when you're the host, there's a host and then there's a parasite. It's like the parasites need a host. Well, if you're like, I'm not hosting anybody, ain't hosting shit, they can't come in. It's like, buffet is closed. You're not coming in to parasite off of me, energetically or otherwise. All right, one more. Anything else Bersha needs to know? Oh my God, he is too much. We keep on posting about, he keeps on posting about his money and how he helps and keeps working. They don't even interact with Kay, and she feels left out and ignored when they're around. Yeah, it's just gross. This is funny because this is not what you're doing. This opposite. But this is what they expect for you to do for them, is to put them first, to put others first. You know, that's what the expectation is from other people. Your advice, though, with this putting others first, your advice, accept, love, and say yes to yourself. Look at this. It's like she took the bouquet he gave and ripped it up into little, to make it, it's like she took what was offered and decided to alchemize it into something that was beneficial for her. And you're not a bad person for not wanting to open your home when you already had things booked and ready to go, and just say no to people who are actually also, you know, hurting your child's feelings by not including her in any way as well. Oh yes, they expect that, even though their own kids don't even talk to them, right? But this is you saying yes to yourself. And Worm wants to know if he can come in there. Yes, because we are wrapping up. Yes, you can come in. Anyway, let's go to the shadow work before we close out. Just see anything else. We get Wrigley to bed here in a moment. Oh my God. The chaos. It's a mental contest. And what were we talking about? The mind being the matrix. Can you help me pick these up? I just dropped a whole bunch of cards.
Yeah.
And then you can take all these cards, put them together, and pick one from that section.
It's so tiny.
It's okay. You can kind of spread them out and just look at the back of them, not the front, and just pick one. Strength isn't from winning. Struggles define strengths. Control power. And again, the matrix is trying to control what you want, and even to put obstacles in your way. And even to put obstacles in your way so that you cancel this session that is going to be very much a benefit to you. It's matrix tricks showing up once again. I just heard Saved by the Bell, but it's like, instead it's like the opposite. It's like you have something that's going to really benefit you, and then the matrix tries to throw a wrench in it.
Who else is here?
Oh no, your husband is texting you off the back to talk. Oh my gosh. Well, the self-sabotage card, I'm seeing this more as like matrix sabotage, but then you can fall into self-sabotage by bending to the will of the matrix, bending to the will of the aunt and uncle coming in, you know. Yeah, not canceling it. Yeah, I would say just follow through with what you want, and you may find that you know, other people may not even be coming down. Like the cancellation will hold, and you won't need to worry about them coming, because they will cancel for good and not come. But if they do,
What's this?
They're going to get the energetic message right quick that you don't want them there, and they will find a way to bid you adieu much sooner than if you didn't do what you need to do or want to do to prevent them from coming.
What's this?
It's a old button from when I was in first grade. Asa Wood honor student, and it's got water damage. That's why it's all stained up looking. Congratulations from the principal. 1989 and 88 and 89. I got good grades. I was on like the honor roll. They call them like honor students. Yeah.
How rare is that? $100.
How rare is that?
Is it $100?
You can't sell your personal button that says you were an honor student in 1988 and 1989. No one's gonna buy that, really.
No, but what if I do?
What if you what?
Buy it for $100.
I'll just give it to you. I don't want it.
But it's yours.
Well, they found it at Grandma Myrie's house. I'd give my grandma a lot of my like awards and stuff that I got through school and different sports and stuff. I don't know. It's a good thing too, because my house burned down in 1995, and this. Not that I need this. I mean, I'm like, do I keep it? Do I throw it away? Like, what do I do with this? It was just in a bunch of stuff when I cleaned out my office.
Keep it.
Well, I'm not throwing away right this second. I'll figure it out. I mean, back in the day, we would wear buttons like on our jean jacket. Anyone remember those days?
Oh, I do.
Okay. But yeah, it's not really a thing people do anymore. Maybe it'll make a comeback. How many pieces of flair can you put on your coat?
Well, how many pieces of Girl Scout cookies can you fit on your chin?
What? Okay. So I have to go and talk to S. Well, you have a good night, Versha. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. I'm going to go so this one here can go to bed because we're in his bedroom. So thanks again, you guys, so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see each and every one of you right back here at Harmony Portal Tarot Live. I will be back here on Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time for a donation-only live stream that we missed last weekend, but we'll make up for it this weekend. So I will see you Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. If you have any pressing questions, of course, we can answer you then. Otherwise, I will see you guys maybe after that on the following Wednesday. That sounds like farting.
Goodbye.
All right, you guys, he's going to bed.
No, I'm not.
You are. You have tennis camp. It's 8 o'clock almost.
I'm not going to bed.
You are, though.
I'm staying up all night.
No, not happening. All right, you guys. He's just going to keep squeaking that tube. So we're going. All right, I will see you guys later. All right, bye.
She farted.
You did, didn't you? Quit. All right, you
No,
guys.
she farted. Bye-bye.
Bye.